Okay, Sandeep,
Yes, sir.
give the brief introduction about yourself. Yeah, start the introduction.
Okay, so good afternoon, sir. My name is Shundivan Vishwas. I am from Bongaon. I completed my 10th standard from Bongaon High School at 2013. After that, I completed my ITI from Shipur ITI at 2015. Then I completed my diploma from JS College of Engineering at 2019. And after that, I completed my B.Tech from the same institute, JS College of Engineering, in the recent year 2022. Thank you, sir.
Okay, what was your BTech project?
Sorry, sir.
What was your BTech project?
Oh, my BTech project. Actually, sir, in my final year BTech, me and my group was working on a smart irrigation system.
Can you explain it a little bit more?
Actually, sir, in our project, we did basically a smart project on the basis of the moisture on the soil. It means, sir, whenever the soil moisture level of the soil gets downwards, we make a Arduino with the system. The Arduino send the signal to the relay, and the relay operate a motor, and the motor basically operate, and the pump will be on, and then the water will be supplied to the soil. And whenever the
Okay. Does you do it physically or it's only the theoretical?
no, sir, we do it even physically.
Okay.
Hmm.
So after your BTech, what have you done?
Sir, after my BTech, I was preparing for the competitive exams,
Which exam?
and that's all, sir. Because
Which exam you were preparing?
actually, sir, I am preparing for state and central PSUs. I am not focusing any particular institutes.
Okay, doing diploma. So there are many jobs after the diploma.
Yes, sir.
So have you applied for those jobs?
No, sir, I have not. Because, sir, all my focus from the first year of the diploma is working on a government institute. It may be central or it may be state.
Okay, right. In the West Bengal activity department, right? What are the challenges?
Challenges? You mean, sir, in our TCL, what are the challenges?
Yeah.
Sir, basically, there are a few challenges still available in the TCL. Like example, in the TCL, the power availability rate of 99.91%. So we can more increase the percentage to 99.99%. So we can available the more reliable power, and in some area there are some technical issues. So we can solve those technical issues. But first of all, we need to find out the actual conditions of our institute, that in which sector we really need to improve. So after finding that issue.
Okay, good. Tell me one thing. So do you have any idea that what kind of job you are applying for? Is
Yes,
the
sir.
field job?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, there are basically three types of postings after this job. First one is operating engineer, second one is assistant testing engineer, and the third one is assistant maintenance engineer or field engineer.
Okay, so this is the post for, that is what I'm getting, is junior engineer. Okay, doesn't it you have done the BTech and therefore you are applying for the junior engineer. It is a diploma kind of job.
Actually, sir, whenever the notification was published, I was not the BTech pass out, or I have not that kind of mentality set that I have to do a job like assistant engineer or more greater than that.
Okay, I got your point. But earlier you have told that you were very much focused that you want to have the job after equivalent to the BTech. Okay, but now you are applying for the diploma kind of job. So if you want to do the job, then why can't you apply after the diploma?
Sir, actually that time this type of notification was not published due to the corona pandemic, and right now the corona pandemic is almost over, so all the job opportunities have come slowly. So right now I am applied for the post, and if you're talking about my future scope or future increment, so in the future I would not going to go to the administrative job or clerical job, but even in the future if I get more technical jobs, then I will think about that. But I will not go to the PSU. I mean, sir, PSU. Sorry, I will not go to the administrative job or clerical job.
Okay. If you get the job
Hmm.
with the equivalent to the BTech, so does you remain in the job or you will resign it?
Sorry, sir, I can't understand your question. Can you please repeat?
If you got a chance,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
uh, you get a chance and you get the job,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
for the BTech equivalent degree.
Hmm.
So, does you remain in this job or you will give the resignation?
Sir, for that purposes, I need to think for the some circumstances like the in which field I get the job, or the job location, or the salary package, and that's all, sir. And after that, I will make a decision that should I continue the job or should I get a new job on that field.
Okay, fine. What is your hobby?
Actually, sir, my hobbies, I in the normal times I write short stories. It's mean horror or romantic.
Hot story? Any hot story?
I mean, sir, short stories.
Yeah, any type of a story that you want to
Mm,
convey? Any type of in the one
any
or two
type
minutes?
of story. I mean, sir, it's like sir, in the afternoon, if two people are meet, or in the some type of chai ki tapri, if two type of people meets, then what types of conversation can happen between them, or over a phone call, can what type of conversation can happen. That I am writing about that type of topic, sir. It's basically covered 5 to 6 page max to max.
Okay, your BTech project was on the soil moisture.
Hmm.
That is the thing.
Hmm.
Okay. So what was your part?
My part was, sir, actually, sir, I almost handled the whole thing, and my uh, at my friends are helping help me some things, like one of my friends did the coding part, and for me, and I did the hardware part.
What are the components that you have gone
Uh,
through it?
Components are, it needed two soil moisture sensor, one Arduino, and one water pump, and I think, sir, some connecting leads. Yes, some connecting leads.
Okay, in the water pump,
Hmm.
in any type of water pump.
Hmm.
Okay, tell me one thing, that
Hmm.
what is the major difference between normal pump and submersible pump?
Actually, sir, there are some difference, because, sir, in the second type of motor, sorry, second type of pump, it's actually run under the 12 volt supply, and normal pumps, we are run under the 230 volts of supply, and in the small pumps, there are actually, without a capacitor we can run the motor, sorry, pump easily, but in the 230 volt pumps we are using a capacitor with the pump.
Okay, in any type of motor connection or motor is the same?
Sorry, sir.
The motor is same or the motor is different?
Motor is always different, because, sir, in the normal 230 volt pump, the motor are quite large, and the small, about 12 volt motor, the motor is quite small. It's a shape like a phone or something, pencil box shapes, pencil box size shape.
Okay, what is transformer?
Sir, transformer is a static device which transmit power from one circuit to another circuit and step up or step down voltage level without changing the supply frequency.
Okay, in the transformer, the
Hmm.
part like glucose relay,
Hmm.
where it is placed?
So it placed between the main tank and conservator tank.
Right.
Hmm.
So which material switches you use in the glucose relay?
You mean, sir, which type of conductive materials you use inside the
No, no. Which element is used as switches?
mercury switches? You mean,
Mercury switch.
hmm.
How many switches are there?
Sir, actually there are two switches, sir, inside the Google
Okay,
script.
okay, okay. I got it. Okay, tell me one thing. By looking at the silica gel, first
Hmm.
just tell that what is the principle, what is the silica gel operating, why it is there?
Sir,
And by looking at it,
Mhm. Actually, sir,
now you
why?
can say that it has been used or it is, yeah.
Sir, when the silica gel is unused, the color of the silica gel is blue, and when the silica gel is say used or during the ages, the silica gel will become pinkish. I mean, sir, blue to in blue to it gets pink,
Uh-huh.
and after that, we can apply some heat to the silica gel. I mean, sir, the pink silica gel, and back it to and take it back to the in the blue color.
Okay.
Hmm.
Suppose
Hmm.
if you have a motor,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
three-phase induction motor,
Hmm.
and if you have a three-phase supply,
Hmm.
right? If I say to connect the supply and the motor terminal
Hmm.
in a delta or a star,
Hmm.
do you connect it?
Yes, I can connect that, sir.
Okay. If you have the pen and the paper, just draw me.
Yes, sir, I can say, but the pen and paper is in front of that way. So can I get there?
Yeah, yeah, get it.
Okay, sir.
Just take the three supply.
Hmm. And connect it to the delta and star.
No, connecting to that motor terminal.
Okay. In which, sir? Delta or star?
Star.
Star. Okay, sir. Okay.
Mm.
Sir?
Yeah, it is RYB.
Huh?
RYB. Tell me one thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay. I got. Tell me one thing.
Hmm.
You have a two or three
Hmm. Conductor. Yes.
contactor,
Hmm.
and if I say to connect them in a star,
Hmm.
do you have any idea what is contactor?
Yes, sir. Conductor is basically electrical device which acts as a switching device and basically make a circuit on or off.
Okay, last question.
Hmm.
Okay. In the transmitting line,
Hmm.
okay, what is the big difference between overhead
Hmm.
conductor and underground conductor?
Actually, sir, there are some difference in the overhead conductor, but I mean, sir, transmitting conductor and underground conductor. First of all, sir, the underground conductor are more large in size because of the insulator, and the transmitting conductors are small in size. I mean, sir, small in diameter, and sir, the insulation is quite high for the underground cables. For that, the underground cables are more costly than transmission cables, and the underground cables can use up to 66 kV, but the transmission lines can carry voltage up to 400 kV, and the losses in which the underground
Any
cables.
constructional difference?
Sorry, sir.
Constructional difference?
Construction difference. Yes, sir. There are some construction difference. In the underground cable, there are it may be 3 core or 4 core cables, but the overhead transmission line, there are some aluminum conductor steel reinforced cable are used in which small diameter metal, sorry, sir, small diameter aluminum cables are twisted together and makes a, I mean, sir, and make a conductor.
Okay, I will give you the review in the last. Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Okay. Sandeepan, it is for junior engineer post.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, have you heard about the smart meter?
Smart meter.
Yes.
You mean a smart energy meter?
Yes, smart energy meter.
Yes, sir. I saw a little bit about that on YouTube.
How it is smart?
Sir, So actually, sir, I don't have enough knowledge about that because in our local area, that type of meters is not quite used.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you told that you may be appointed as testing engineer.
Hmm.
So what kind of testing you are expecting there?
Sir, testing means, sir, first of all, sir, whenever we place a equipment in new condition, before place it to the transmission line or the high voltage line, we must need to test it for the required to test that and ensure that it will work properly or not. And then if there's something as fault in any equipment, it may be a relay or so say it may be transformer or anything in the substation, then mm, we must need to take out from the system and must test about that or find out the fault about the component and troubleshoot that.
Okay.
Hmm.
If you have a 11 kV transformer,
Hmm.
okay, what must be the insulation before connect of the transformer before connecting to the supply?
What is the insulation?
Yes, insulation resistance.
Sorry, sir, I don't know about that, sir.
And which maker will you use? 500 volt or 250 volt
Uh, which mega we used?
for 11 kV
11
transformer?
kV transformer. Sir, 500.
500 kV,
No, sir, 500 volt.
500 volt. Okay. Okay. आपने ये have you gone any in any substation
No, sir.
during training?
No, sir. In my college, I can't get a training because of the corona pandemic.
Corona pandemic. What is a CT?
Sir, CT basically is a current transformer which is used to measure the current of the high voltage line of our regular use meters or ammeters.
High voltage,
Current, sir.
high current.
It's also high current.
And PT?
PT, sir. Sir, by using PT, we can measure the voltage of a transmission line by our regular voltmeters. PT is basically step down the voltage level of the transmission lines in 110 volts.
Can you differentiate in the field which is CT, which is PT?
Yes, sir, I can, sir. Actually, sir, by looking at that in CT, there are two terminals, but in the PT, there are only one terminals. And above that, I can easily identify which is CT and which is PT.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
एनर्जी मीटर्स के बारे में तो पता ही होगा. Can you make the connection of energy meter?
Yes, sir, I can. Should I draw?
Yes.
Hello?
Draw.
Oh, okay.
Yes, draw it.
This one, sir.
Okay, where is the current coil and where is the potential coil in this?
Sir, actually, sir, in energy meter, from these two terminals, and
Yes.
this terminal and this terminal, we insert the voltage or we insert the power to the energy meter, and from this terminal and this terminal, we extract the power from the energy meter. This and this.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
ठीक है.
Hmm.
you are IT, you did your ITI, then
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then BTech.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about the neutral connection, neutral joint?
Neutral joint.
Yes.
Actually,
What
sir,
kind of precaution we must take during their neutral joint?
sir, I heard about neutral grounding, but sir, in the right now I can't remember that neutral joint.
Okay. In a state electricity board, okay, what is the distribution level in West Bengal?
It's a 11 kV to 440 volt.
11 kV. Is there 6.6 kV voltage distribution also there?
I don't think, sir, there is any 6.6 kV distribution, sir.
Okay. What is the distance relay?
Sir, distance relay is a one type of relay which are used in a transmission line. It's work in a particular direction or in a particular works between the particular distance. Distance relay is also known as impedance relay, which is the ratio of Z and I.
Z and I. And what is Moore relay?
Sir, Moho relay, sir, is a sir, it's a one type of relay and which we are used on a long transmission line.
Okay. You have a transformer. ठीक है ना? So that is 11 kV by 33 kV.
11 kV and 33 kV. Okay.
Okay. What will be the single line diagram to connect this transformer?
SL, do you mean?
Yes.
Sorry, sir, I forgot about that. SLD about that.
डिप्लोमा में ये बेसिक सिखाया जाता है.
हाँ सर, सिखाया जाता है, लेकिन सर इस वक्त मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है.
ओके. चलो संदीपन, आई विल गिव यू फीडबैक. देखो, यू आर गिविंग आंसर कॉन्फिडेंटली, ठीक है ना? और यू मे बी अपॉइंटेड एज ए सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर, टेस्टिंग इंजीनियर, एंड अदर थर्ड वन इज मेंटेनेंस इंजीनियर, ठीक है ना? So from the testing point of view, say, so you must know the what kind of testing you may be there in the field for transformer, for VCB, for any other instrument, ठीक है ना? CTPT जो भी है उनके बारे में पता होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, फील्ड में न्यूट्रल जॉइंट, ठीक है ना? मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट जॉइंट होता है न्यूट्रल जॉइंट, ठीक है ना? It must be properly neutral joint कैसे लगाते हैं तो उसके बारे में देख लेना आप, ठीक है? Being a field testing engineer, you must know about the relays, ठीक है ना? स्टैटिक रिले भी होता, आजकल तो स्टैटिक रिले अभी आ गए हैं और सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड रिले भी हो गए हैं, ठीक है? तो रिलेज के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए, लेकिन बेसिक फंक्शनरीज ऑफ द रिलेज यू मस्ट नो, ठीक है? और क्या बोलते हैं अपना मीटरिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट एक्सपेक्ट फॉर द जूनियर इंजीनियर, ठीक है ना? तो मीटरिंग के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. व्हाट इज स्मार्ट मीटर, ठीक है ना? प्रीपेड मीटर, ठीक है ना? मीटर क्लाउडिंग क्या होता है, ठीक है? प्रीपेड मीटर क्या होता है, ठीक है? प्रीपेड मीटर का कॉन्सेप्ट अब जो है 2025 तक ऑल मीटर हैज टू बी प्रीपेड मीटर, ठीक है ना? प्रीपेड मीटर में कौन सा कम्युनिकेशन डिवाइस यूज किया जाता है? RF कम्युनिकेशन या GPS कम्युनिकेशन, ठीक है ना? तो वो आपको पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है? और क्वेश्चन कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. It is not necessary कि they will ask the question whatever we ask them. लेकिन आपको ये these idea has to be with you.
Okay, sir.
Rajiv sir, you give your feedback.
ओके लिसन, देखो जैसे सर ने बताया था, अभी बताया है, तो कॉन्फिडेंस तो ठीक है. कुछ बेसिक क्वेश्चन जो होते हैं मोटर के बारे में, ट्रांसमिटिंग लाइन के बारे में, जो मैंने तुमको पहले भी बोला है, ठीक है. तो उन सब चीजों पे ध्यान देना. और जो सर ने पूछा मेगर के बारे में, जो प्रैक्टिकली यूज होता है फील्ड में. इंटरव्यू कब है आपका?
इंटरव्यू सर 27 तारीख, परसों.
10 तारीख है, ठीक है. बाकी पार्ट के पास सही है, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल पे एक दो वीडियो देख लीजिए.
ओके सर.
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर क्या है, ठीक है, मेगर क्या होता है,
ओके सर.
ठीक है. बाकी हॉबीज तो आपका ठीक है. और एक क्वेश्चन को जस्टिफाई करना होगा कि आपने बीटेक किया है, तो आप आराम से सॉफ्टवेयर फील्ड में जा सकते हैं, बट यू हैव गॉन फॉर द जेई. तो एक क्वेश्चन अगर वो आएगा तो ठीक है.
ठीक है सर. ठीक है.
ठीक है,
थैंक यू
बेस्ट
सर.
ऑफ.
थैंक यू
ठीक
सर.
है.